Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is June the 8th, 2021. You can see from our price chart, we're going to talk about AMC stock today, give you all an updated price prediction into the market for this particular stock, and as to why one person is trying to tell us to resist that urge to come through and buy AMC stock, GameStop, BlackBerry stocks, whatever. She's trying to tell us not to come through and buy up this market. We're going to look at the price chart to see if it's actually the case. Like, what we are all about on this particular platform is we're here dropping price predictions into the market so we can get in position and win. So it's just that simple. We don't pay attention to articles. We don't focus in on technical analysis. We simply look at the market off of the price bars and the volume to gauge where market price is headed so that we can get in position and win. And you're more than welcome to join our community. You can do that by liking and sharing, subscribing. You can follow us on our website, HueFinancial.com as well. We're one of the easiest organizations that is able to predict prices without being confused. All right, so join us. So real quick, let's look at this article first. It was posted to the internet June 7, 2021 by Nancy Tinkler. Okay, so off the bat, she has a premise. She has a narrative that she is writing, and she's trying to persuade us into not buying AMC stock, right? GameStop or even BlackBerry, quote unquote, these meme stocks. So as we go through this article, we're going to pick up some of those things as to why she's trying to give us the understanding to not come through and buy these stocks, right? So let's look at this. What she's trying to go into is that she goes into great lengths to avoid crowds. Her personally, she found that they rarely bring out the good in people. Myth or not, the notion of lemmings will follow a herd off cliffs, an old Wall Street metaphor, is illustrative. Crowdthink can be destructive. So what is he trying to say? That since retail traders are coming through having a major impact on AMC, GameStop, and BlackBerry, that is going to be destructive, because the ride up in price for these three stocks has been destructive for some other people. Maybe on the inside, maybe these big institutions, these massive hedge funds, maybe they are capitulating into the market because of what's going on and seeing how these prices have increased substantially, especially for those organizations or companies that have shorted these three stocks. Yeah, it has been destructive for them. Enter the meme stock craze, where investors follow tips from celebrities or message boards regardless of the underlying fundamentals of a company. A crowd of traders is buying stocks simply because their peers are buying. Now, Nancy needs to understand some things. The market never moves on fundamentals. The market doesn't care about a company's earnings. It doesn't. This is what we're seeing play out right before our eyes in these three companies, AMC, GameStop, and BlackBerry. This literally throws out the notion that fundamental analysis has any bearing on market prices. It never has, and it never will. The only thing that matters in the stock market, any market for that case, is how much you and I are willing to buy and sell these stocks. That's it. If you think the price is attractive, you'll come through and buy it. It's just that simple. No one goes into stores and say, well, I want to know what is the earnings of such and such company before I buy this clothing, before I buy these pair of pants, before I buy this refrigerator or washer and dryer. Nobody does that. You look at the price. That's the only thing that matters. And for her to state that investors are following tips from celebrities or message boards, regardless of the underlying fundamentals of a company, that lets you know that she's out of sync, that she clearly does not understand how the market really operates. So that's her main premise as to resisting the urge to buy AMC, GameStop, and BlackBerry, right? So I went ahead, since we're doing a video on AMC, I'm not going to go through what she said for BlackBerry or GameStop. So we're going to go here to AMC. Okay. Now, one thing I want you all to realize, she's trying to throw out the notion that you don't want to come through and buy this stock. And the company has registered, talking about AMC, to issue hundreds of millions of shares over the past 7 months. Now, when they issue hundreds of millions of shares, that literally means that they need money. That means that they need to come through and create some additional cash flow for the business so that they can remain functional. Okay. So AMC issued hundreds of millions of shares, right? And on June 1st, which was 7 days ago, Mudrick Capital purchased 8.5 of those newly issued shares, right, from AMC. So whatever the price was of those 8.5 million shares that AMC issued, that money went to AMC. And what Mudrick Capital did with those shares, they turned around the same day and sold all of them, all 8.5 million, in the open market for a profit, meaning that there's a frenzy. Okay, there is enough demand or interest in the market for AMC that even this company, this institution, Mudrick Capital, was able to offload all of those shares that they purchased from AMC at a profit on the same day. That is huge. That shows you how strong the demand is into the market in AMC. So let me ask you all this question then. Mudrick Capital purchased 8.5 million shares. Do you think that there is enough retail demand or interest in the space to buy up 8.5 million shares from the market? Or do you think there's some hedge funds in there buying up AMC stock because they shorted and they're trying to buy it back at a higher price at a loss? What do you think is going on? Again, AMC filed the security documents about the sale before the opening bell, causing the stock price to rise, and that's when Murdick went ahead and sold. Is it Murdick or Mudrick? That's a typo. One of those is not correct. Also, take into account that AMC previously registered to issue shares to be sold directly to the public multiple times before their latest filing. Once on April 27, 43 million shares they issued. Before that, December the 11th, 178 million shares. So obviously AMC needs money, right? They need capital, and maybe for good reason. This is what Nancy's going into. Their revenues dropped 20%. Their revenues dropped 46% in 2020, well below their 2012 revenues. And 2020 was a especially difficult year, but sales were also flat from 2018 2019. Still, AMC is just under 2,600% for the year to date. When a narrative doesn't make sense, it is because it doesn't make sense. This is what she's writing. Eventually, reality will catch up, and it will. But you know what? The price chart will tell you that way before fundamental analysis will. The chart will give you a heads up that the market is changing its course from seeing price go higher to want a price go lower before your fundamental analysis will. This is not to say that some traders won't make money. This is what she's writing, because they will. Of course, the chart shows you that people are making money in AMC. But home run streaks eventually end, and that is true too. If you are an investor, resist the temptation to chase these names. She's telling you don't buy them. Enjoy the singles and doubles in your portfolio. Over the long term, stocks generate real returns after inflation in the high single digits, and nominal returns are closer to 8% to 9%. The rule of 72 reminds us at that rate, you will double your money every 8 to 9 years. 8 to 9 years, you'll double your money. I think the majority of people would rather trade this, because the market in AMC has been climactically been moving high in price. A lot shorter than 8 to 9 years just to double that, right? So what do you all think about Nancy? She is the Chief Investment Officer at Laffer Tingler Investments, and she's the author of The Women's Guide to Successful Investing. I wonder if she even participated in the purchase of AMC stock, GameStop, BlackBerry. I wonder if she actually bought some of these shares and ride it up so that she can make a profit as well? Or did she really take heed to her own understanding and did not buy AMC, GameStop, or BlackBerry? That'd be something that'd be good to know. So that is that. All right, so for us, let's look at the chart to get an idea as to what the market in AMC is anticipated to do. You can see here, our last price prediction in AMC was on May the 26th. Okay, done. Got that profit out, 20.25% profitability. Let's take that away. And you can see here that AMC made all-time highs into the market. I mean, we literally shot up like a rocket. So it tells us that the institutional buy-in is coming through and buying the market in AMC due to the over amount of short that is coming through into this market. Okay. So let's do this. Now we're definitely oversold. I don't care what anyone tells us, you know, from the overall trend in AMC. The market has been following this ascending line and we just completely shot up in price. Okay. So let's see, can this be maintained though? And we're going to have to play this on a minute time frame, okay? Because the market volatility would not create and give us a great idea as to how the market is anticipated to go on a longer term, well, 2 to 3 day time frame basis. Okay. So I want to look at this on an hourly to minute time frame. And currently what I'm seeing is that this market here in AMC is definitely going through a consolidational range. Okay. We are seeing the market in AMC in an upward trend on a minute basis, which needs to be maintained in order for us to see this price go higher. We're in an uptrend, no doubt. 30 minutes. We're still seeing the ability of AMC stock coming through and people are buying it up. You know, even all the way up here around $55, $60 in price, the people are here buying up this stock at these levels. Okay. Now, when you transition over into these other time frames, I'm still seeing the majority aspect weakness coming through. Okay, here. I'm seeing it here. And then again here. Okay. So now, this market is showing people selling into this movement higher in price. And we cannot be fooled by that. We need to understand that the market in AMC is going through some selling at these prices. As we go throughout the next couple of days of trading, if the market is able to withhold that selling, then the market highs is not there yet, right? We're going to continue to see this stock go higher and higher in price. So let's see what's going on the 3 hour time frame. Okay. So you can see here, I really won't become bullish into the market in AMC until we see price break above 60. But again, I'm not telling you that the market's going to crash neither. We're still seeing this market price go in an uptrend. Okay. We're still seeing this price try to go higher. But that $60 level will give us all the information we need in terms of seeing this price go higher in AMC. Okay. So on this particular video, we're going to play the weakness into the market in AMC. But I don't want you all to think that we're telling you that the market movement to the upside is over. We're looking at around $60. I'll even take it up there around $62.50 to see this market and AMC to continue to go lower in price. And I'm just going to play it right here on this ascending line, right? I'm not going to be overly bearish, overly bullish, but pretty much seeing this market trend a little bit lower. And we're definitely going to pay attention to the market price of AMC on this ascending line. Okay, we break this ascending line to the downside, we already know what's going to happen. The price is going to go lower. Okay, so we're playing in weakness here in AMC. Our TP price, first area TP would be around 52, give us 5% profitability there to 48, which transitions over to like 12 3/4. Okay, So that's our plan. This is what we're expecting the market in AMC to do. We're playing this on a minute to an hourly basis because looking at this on a daily, it gets crowded, right? So it could go either way when you look at this from a daily, 2-day, 3-day time frame. So I wanted to play this on an hourly basis. And this is how we're going to move the market in AMC, or this is how we're going to expect the price to go. And that's it. So now I want to know, where do you think the price in AMC is going to go in the next 3 to 4 days? Drop a comment in the comment section and tell us, where do you think the price in AMC is headed? Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.